You are all very welcome to the 9th PetrolWorld Asia Business Forum being held here in Singapore for the first time. We are gathered here for the next 2 days for networking, the formal business meetings and the informal business meetings. Here we're in the center of Asia on the Malaysia, Singapore Peninsula in Southeast Asia. It is the most dynamic and fastest developing market in the world. This is where all the people are buying their cars and where they need petrol stations to service those cars, where they need petrol stations with convenience stores to service the customers, and where we have a whole new system of distribution and logistics being developed for fuel handling. PetrolWorld is delighted to be introducing a new system of business meeting process. We're delighted to be here, and over the years we have followed the developments on all fronts in these areas, and we have gathered here today a lot of international market people with knowledge and experience from all over the world. In fact, 26 countries are represented and over 120 delegates.
What is unique about PetrolWorld is a triangle of things. PetrolWorld's backbone is an incredibly useful and highly popular news information service which is emitted over the internet through newsletters and the website itself. That, in conjunction with upcoming trade media publications and annual directories, as well as the forums themselves as a final opportunity to get to meet face-to-face the customer and the client.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this afternoon's seminar presentations. Our first speaker is Mr. A.M.K. Sinha, Executive Director, Retail Sales of Indian Oil Corporation Limited. As head of Indian Oil's retail sales, Mr. Sinha holds responsibility for over 16,500 fuel stations and 48 divisional offices.
And I would be talking about what is happening in Indian economy today and consequent changes which are taking place in petroleum industry in general. Then I would take you through downstream oil marketing, what are the changes which are taking place there. Then what are the emerging trends as far as fuel retailing is concerned and the challenges ahead for the fuel retailing companies in India. And then what we say that what is the way forward from where we are today.
I think in general here in Singapore we have met with many of the regional heads.
Of course, they have the biggest port in the world, so it's a very strategic place to be.
For Caltex, our presence is in Asia, so Singapore is the regional headquarters for the brand. So it's a good area for us to be in. It's a good venue for the conference. So it's the focal point for all our activities.
You have a lot of oil companies here, and also for the partner part, you have a lot of service provider, so we can meet each other and have a business discussion. That's okay.
I'm very happy to be here, as I'm connected with all those people who are in the downstream, people that have new technologies to share, the things that I need to know about, and the new programs that I need to update with, and the new development in the downstream business.
Singapore in particular, I guess, is a well-known business hub, if you would, for people to meet, and I'm quite interested on coming to the conference that is being held by PetrolWorld. As my experience with them, they've always been successful in getting the right people. We had occasional problems, and they have managed to hook us up with the right suppliers, if you would, that would actually solve these problems, whether they're technical or operational problems.
It's fascinating that here in Singapore today, very, very quickly, delegates and representatives attending the event were saying, this is going fantastically, when's your next? Can we come to South Africa? Tell us more about South America next year. And that is what it is. I mean, the global petrol scene is exactly that. It's probably the one sole true global industry.
One world, one voice for petrol retail and fuel handling distribution.